3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah. 3 times over, boy.
Green mask, green gloves. Green hat, green truck. Green grass, green bucks. Green stacks, green duck. Green mask, green gloves. Green hat, green trucks. Green dog, green duck. You can call me the green plug. Green mask, green gloves. Green hat, green trucks. Green grass, green bucks. Green stacks, green duck. Green backs, green gloves. Green mask, green gloves. Green dog, green duck. You can call me the green plug.
Welcome to South City, St. Louis.
What's up, famos? Welcome back to another conversation of dark matter inside of the Guap Glider 3000. You have now tuned into Larry Johnson Jr., LJJ, on this channel. And we about to get it cracking up in this piece. Yeah! Man, look, bro. I've been seeing the algorithm circulate saying, they ain't saying it in this way, but they're saying go into debt to start your lawn care business. I just sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, hope that you didn't take that advice. See, you're gonna see a whole bunch of stuff. Do it this way, do it that way, do this, do that. Finance this, finance that. Bro, I'm just gonna keep it 100 with you, bro. If you can avoid debt, get out of it and stay out of it. Period. You don't want to have nothing to do with it. The Bible says, oh no, man. It's doable, bro. It's doable. If you are already in debt, then you must do what you must do to get up out that piece, bro. You gonna have to do what you gotta do to get up out of it, bro. Pay, make the payments, pay on the principal, get up out that joker. Because the higher, how can I say this? Yeah, the higher your overhead is, the less money you will have to enjoy yourself. Plain and simple, bro. It's basic common sense. This is financial literacy 101, even though I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just telling you point blank range. Do not go in debt to start your lawn care business. It's a avoidance that you can do. You can do it, bro. I did not go into debt to start my lawn care business. Let me tell you a quick story right quick. It's just real quick. I took the money that I was using from working my 9 to 5, a 9 to 5. It wasn't my job. Like, I didn't own it. I didn't have job security or anything. It ain't, you know, I don't know why I said I apologize. I was losing my mind when I just said it. But I worked a 9 to 5. And I decided, hey, I want to start my lawn care business. I took the money. I budget your money, you know, make a budget of how much, you know, pay your bills, don't try, and anything that was left over, I called it profits. Before I even had a business, I was calling, oh, I'm gonna have $1,200 left over after I pay all my bills. That's $1,200 profit. Let me purchase something for equipment and stuff. You're gonna be able to write it off, bro. Take your time, work your job, and buy piece by piece equipment. I'm gonna tell you the truth. If you have the ability to plan and strategize and plot your business plan, your business strategy on how and where you're going, what kind of customers you're going to cut, what kind of properties you're going to cut, and you know your area and everything, you get to learning how to measure gates and understand what kind of equipment I'm going to use. You go from there, bro. I would advise, I'm just keeping it 100 with you. I don't want to advise anybody to start off push mowing, bro. But if that's what you got to do, that's what you got to do. I was the push mower king, bro. 87 properties, 43 to 44 properties a week. Cutting grass. Do you understand? Push mowing grass with a 178-pound lawnmower. That was the X Mark 30-inch lawnmower with the gas, made it 180 pounds. I was the push mower king, period, bro, period. And I was cutting hills with it. So I'm just telling you, bro, but I was about 35 years old when I started. So I mean, yeah, I was 38. I was 38, bro. But anyway, I was 38 and in shape. But anyway, make a long story short, yeah, what I would have did differently at the beginning, pretty much nothing, bro, because I planned and strategized. It's something. Oh, there's something I'm gonna tell you. So I purchased the push mower, bro. I purchased the commercial Exmark 30-inch push mower because I figured like I'm gonna be killing it. I already know that this could get in the back gates of the properties I want. Because at the time, those was the properties I wanted. Where they didn't. I'm in the city, and in my area, that's how the properties come. They come with the little slim gate. You know what I'm saying? The gates like that. If I want to cut with commercial and somebody with bigger backyard, the backyards ain't that big, but if I wanted a bigger backyards and stuff, there are very few over here, but you can go South County, North County, West County, and the gates are bigger. You get what I'm saying? So I purchased it without going into debt. I took my profits that I made from my 9 to 5, and I had purchased the Exmark. It took me about 3 months to save up to get it. It was all plotted. But before that, I did go into debt. It was a small debt. I did go into debt to purchase my truck, my first truck. It was $7,000. I put $2,000 down on it. I owed $5,000, and I paid that off real fast, bro. Because the way they had it, you got to pay them every other week, and I was paying $150 every other week to get it out the way, bro. So, boom, that was paid off, bro. That was paid off fast. But yeah, I had my truck. And before then, when I got my truck, I started using my truck to make some hustle money. I'm like, okay, I help people move. I was really in shape. I was strong, and I'm still strong. I consider myself in shape to be able to cut 14 yards a day. You know, you got to be in shape a little bit. So I was push mowing. No, I wasn't push mowing at the time. I was helping people move their homes. I was charging like $300 per load to move, and I was really good at stacking them loads up in that truck. So anyway, I saved that money and used that to help pay for the lawnmower and for other equipment. The what was that? The Echo string trimmer, commercial grade string trimmer, and then I purchased also a residential push mower, just in case I can't get the Exmark in the back. But the whole thing is this, bro. I bought my equipment with the money. It's a low, man. It's not a lot of money. It don't take a lot of money to start your business. Don't go crazy in debt for your business, bro. Once I was established and I seen that the money was rolling in really good with the lawn care business, and I was starting to be concerned. I was like, what if this truck stopped working? That was my only concern. I was like, what if this truck stopped working? I don't want this truck to stop working. Then I'm gonna be losing my customers. I had like about 40, 50 customers at the time, and I was still working my 9 to 5. I had more money because I kept my 9 to 5. I was cutting grass. I started getting customers, so I had that money, and I had my 9 to 5. I was racked out, bro. I was racked out. I'll cut, what was I cutting? I was cutting like about 7 to 10 yards before 2. So I leave out at 7:30, and I'll be coming back I'll be done at 12 at 7:30. I mean, I won't leave out. I'll start cutting at 7:30. When I had a job, I was able to get out here at 7:30 because I had to be at work at 2. So it's 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30. That's 4.5 hours. And I had small yards and everything. I was cutting about 7 to 10 yards. And that was all money, bro. And I had my 9 to 5. I go on my 9 to 5, and I'll be so exhausted, but I did that, bro. I did it. I did my 9 to 5 and everything. So here we go. Boom. I was just steady purchasing equipment, anything I needed, because I didn't just know everything I needed. I knew I needed my mower, my little push mower. I needed a string trimmer, and I needed a blower. You don't have to go in debt for those things, bro. I don't care what nobody say. Don't go into debt for a push mower, a string trimmer, and a blower. That is insanity, bro. I used my truck. I had bought me some ramps I forgot how much them ramps cost, but it wasn't that much. Some ramps that unfold and I could push my mowers up the thing. I was real organized. If y'all go all the way back to the beginning, y'all can watch the first video or whatever. All that stuff is on there, bro. How I started that joker, like straight up, it was very, very just simple. And then from there, I didn't go in debt, bro. I was debt free. I'm just keeping it one. I was debt free. All my equipment paid off. My truck is paid off. Things was beautiful, bro. Things were absolutely phenomenally beautiful. I'm just being real with you. Okay, now, things were going so well that I decided, and I still had my 9 to 5. I had money just flooding. My cup ran it over, bro. So I was like, I need another truck, and then I'm gonna quit this 9 to 5. That's what I was on. Another truck, then I'm gonna quit the 9 to 5, bro. Because I was getting tired of the supervisor getting on my nerves. Make a long story short, I should have took the position of the supervisor. I was actually told by the director to take that position, but I decided, no, I got my business. I'm not gonna do that. And consequences was crazy because that supervisor was jealous and upset, and everybody steady looking to me for answers because I was like, I trained everybody, and they just wanted, people designated me as the leader when this supervisor is the leader. And that's what happened. That's the long story short. Boom. We leave from there. I end up seeing the truck on the freaking what was that, a lot. I was like, oh, here go a truck right here. It was only $7K. I'm like, ooh, I have my 2 black trucks. That's what I wanted, 2 black trucks. I went there. I spent I think I had dropped $3,000 on it or something, and I owed $4,000. I paid it off within, like, I think about 3 weeks. I paid it off in 3 weeks. Next thing I know, the engine locked up on it. I was sold a lemon. Of course, y'all already know that story. That's a whole nother story. I tried to get a lawyer to sue it, but they were saying that I was in some type of contractual agreement, and that protected them for the lemon lawsuit. So I couldn't do anything about it. Moving on from there. So that was $7,000 down the drain, bro. It was a bust. It was sad and sick. You hear me? But I gotta keep moving. So I messed up. I bought a lemon. So what I ended up doing is selling that truck for, like, I think I sold it for like $2,000 or $3,000. So I made some money, y'all, for it. So it's 654. So it was like I wasted $4,000 or whatever. I made me some money back. Moving on from there. Okay. So I still have my problem. I still need another truck. I need another truck so I can quit my job. So what I end up doing is going in debt. And I wish I never did. I wish I could have had just figured something else out. I'm not that devastated about it because I do have cash flow. I do make profits. I do make enough to live my life. But I went into debt for 7 years for this truck that I'm in right now. Right now, I'm at $19,000 that I owe. And the truth of the matter is, after calculating how much money that is, was that $465 times 12? Let me see this right fast. If you want to talk about going into debt, $465 times 12, that's $5,580 that I could have in my pocket, bro. I don't have to have an overhead. So for the last 3 years, I've been paying on this truck $465 every month, bro. Every month. Even though I make the money, but that's not the point, bro. $5,580 because I went into debt. Do you understand what I'm trying to say, bro? You don't have to go into debt to do this. Imagine, sometimes, I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm tickled pink about it. It's got 41,000 miles on it, bro. It's a good truck. It's new. For real, it's 2018. I know it's like, that's not new. It's 2025. It was new at the time to me. It was new to me. You ever heard of, hey, it's not new to you, but it's new for me. I ain't had no truck like that. This is the most serious situation I ever had. So that's I think it costed like $40K or something like that. I dropped 12 grand on it, bro. That's how much money I had access to. $12,000, or was it 15? No. I think I dropped $15K on this joker, bro. And that dropped me down to $465 a month. It would have probably been like $700 probably a month, but I took $15K, dropped that on her. And dude, just being 100 with you, it was I never thought about that. I remember a young lady that worked at the job. She said, "That's a beautiful truck. You got a pretty truck. I love it. I love your truck." Then she said, "Now all you gotta do is figure out how you're gonna make the payments every month." I was just like, "Oh, she hating." And that's exactly what happens, bro. It feel like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it feel like that, but she told the truth. You got to come up with this money every month. If I stop paying it, it will be repossessed or whatever. I don't know how the process is going because it never happened to me. I'm not finna worry about it. You hear me? This gonna be paid off, bro. But guess what? I got 4 more years. 2029 before this is paid off. I can focus all my energy and just drop bands on it every month. Or I could just walk down in 4 years, but that's 4 years of $5,580. And you telling me that people is trying to encourage you to go in debt. This has nothing to do with a mower, bro. I'm just telling you the truth about going into debt. Like people I just felt the need to make this. If you can keep your overhead low, and matter of fact, no overhead, bro, you will win. I had no overhead at one point, and now I see, you know, as you evolve and understand and get more enlightened in business, I see that I'm paying $5,580 a year for this truck for my business. Now, not to mention, I have a car note. Now, people's trying to encourage you to go into debt, right? I got a car note, bro, because, you know, I wanted something new, bro. I can afford it. Just because you can afford it don't mean you should buy it, broski. You know, I had a car too. It worked. Everything was fine. I just had one. I sold that. I bought me a new car, then I sold my old car, bro. How much am I paying a month for that? That's $480. I think, no, $475 times 12. That's $5,700. So not only does my business pay for my truck, it also pays for my car. So we're talking about debt, right? We're talking about debt. Y'all trying to say, yeah, go into debt. That's $11,280. The car note and the truck note combined, I am spending $11,280 a year in debt. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? I hope you hear and learn from me before you just start deciding, hey, life is good. I'm finna buy this. I'm finna buy that. What I would have did in the past, I ain't gonna lie, I might still have got the car, but this truck, I don't have no regrets about it. I'm just saying, with wisdom and understanding, I would have tried to I probably would have either dropped a new engine in that truck or rebuilt engine, because I had the option. I could have sold it. I had the money for a rebuilt engine, but I was so disgusted about the situation, I didn't even want to do that. It was only $7,000 to drop a rebuilt engine in there. But I was like, what if that ain't gonna work right? So I was out of my fear, I said, screw it. I'm gonna buy me something new. I need this to work. And that's what I did, bro. I had got me a new truck because I was motivated to get a new truck because I got screwed over into the lemon law situation, buying something that didn't work, and then the freaking yeah, that's what happened, bro. I had to go ahead and get me something new. I had fear. Like I need this thing to work. You hear me what I'm saying? You heard me? So then, boom. So we know that I got $11,280 a year. Don't matter how many yards I'm cutting or whatever. That's how much my truck note and my car note cost a year. You understand what I'm saying? And so we talking about debt and stuff and all that stuff. We might as well. I don't count the house as a debt like that. Now, something that's big like that, you live in it, it grows equity. You know what I'm saying? These things, the car note and the truck note depreciates. Mind you, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just telling you the truth. They depreciate, bro. They don't go up. They go down. What I got going on goes down. The house value appreciates. I have a lot of equity in my home, and the home is, let's see here, I pay 75. Hold on, how much I pay? No, it went down because I've been making payments on principal. The house note that went down. The 967. No, 66 times 12. Alone debt $11,592 in just for the place that I live. Do you understand? So if you combine those three elements into the equation, those that say don't go into, go into debt, that's $22,872. Your home is going to be your biggest debt, you know what I'm saying? But it's also, to me, the biggest asset. I can rent it out. I can do whatever I want to do. When I'm ready to sell it, I can sell it. All that good stuff, bro. So, yeah, my advice to y'all, don't go into debt. What I say, it's people that have truck notes, mower notes, and garages that they renting out, bro. So I would not advise nobody to go in no debt. Your mower, I'm just gonna be real. If you have the strength to push more, I would advise you to push more your way to success and get your mower. Get your, well, I'm talking about commercial mower. You could push more your way to getting that commercial mower. No lie, don't even front on yourself. Push more and get that commercial mower. Plain and simple. Don't just, you know, they got it there for a reason. You can pay it. It's all good. You got the customers, but why would you do that? Don't even go in debt. Like, I would really suggest nobody to go in debt. But, hey, I'm just being real. Debt is here for you to do things. I feel like debt is for, if I'm finna go in debt now today, who I am today, I'm going in debt in a way where I know it's going to bring me some money. Like, seriously, I might go into some debt to purchase some rental property or something, some commercial property where it's gonna generate me money. I might go into debt for a car wash or something, you know, a self car wash or something. I'll go in debt to something like that. You know what I'm saying? Where it's going to generate me a substantial amount of money. The rental from the home, I mean, from the duplex or the four-family complex, four-family flat, or from the apartment building, I'll go in debt for something like that. But just going to debt for this business right here, lawn care, is made for us to not go in debt, bro. You just got to bite down and grind. You ain't got to go in debt for this. But yeah, y'all, this is Larry Johnson Jr. with another conversation of dark matter inside the Guap Glider 3000. If y'all enjoyed this conversation and you got something out of it, make sure you drop a comment below. Hit the bell, hit the subscribe button, share, and not to mention, I want to say, I forgot to say something. Some people probably go in debt for a trailer. But yeah, I'm gone, y'all. Make sure y'all do those things. I'm gonna holler at y'all in a minute. Peace.
Crazy how I came up in this game and then I ran amok. It's Larry Johnson Jr., ljjlawncare, all on them trucks. I stand insanely on it, bro. I love to gain a customer. I mainly maintain what I must. I earn their trust off of the bucks. I'm blessing them with beauty cuts and placing them on YouTube, cause I'm trying to get subscriptions up. I'm driven by ambition, bro. I'm all about integrity. You should never compare to me unless you wanna see how deep your insecurity can be. I'm rolling solo in these streets and all I know is to live free. I'm full of peace, but when it comes to lawn care, boy, I am a beast. I never leave until it's clean. I get them weeds and everything. I throw some seeds and motion leaves and trim them trees and charge them fees. And yes, I am the king of string. I said exactly what I mean. You see the way I do my thing. Them edges squared and crispy clean. Then if you haven't did it yet, go ahead and like, subscribe, and share. And best believe that ljjlawncare is gonna be right there.